Welcome to the Unwavering series. This is Season 1, Episode 3, Redemption. I knew going all archery season and not filling one tag with an empty freezer, I needed to get some meat in the freezer. So, during firearm season, that's exactly what we were going to do. I go my entire archery season as much as I can, trying to live my life within 20-25 yards and in. Now you're allowing me to get out there at 200-250 yards with a firearm. Yeah, we're going to have some fun. So, this is the story of my entire firearm season from start to finish. I ended up filling 6 deer tags. Um, I ended up getting 1 buck and 5 does. So, this is the entire story of my firearm season, and hope you enjoy. It is finally time. It is November 15th. It is the opening day of gun season. We got a little bit of a wind this morning, and I'm excited. As long as it's got the same wind as what it did back home, which I'm only a couple miles away from home, we should be pretty decent, honestly. I'm going to try to slip into a spot that I call the finger. Very, very rarely is there a good enough wind to slip into this spot, but from one spot, I can shoot half of the lease, basically. The deer want to run north and south through it. I mean, it's a good spot. So, hasn't been a lot of pressure this year, and I think I can get in without having to use a headlamp or nothing and be able to get set up. So, it's what I'm hoping for. You're gonna see a little bit different gun this season. Went and last year used the muzzleloader. Ended up selling my 450. Well, now I've got the 350. We went up to a couple stores yesterday, and I fell in love with the it's a CVA Scout, the stainless steel single shot. Fell in love with the gun. It's short, small. It's great. It'll be great for Max and Lucas. Max is going to be hunting this evening, as long as all goes well. We got a little bit of a rain coming, so hopefully we can still get out. But yeah, so I got that 350 Legend, and no, I'm I love that little gun. We got it sighted in yesterday, 100 yards. I'm hitting the bottom of a pop can. I don't know, just really excited for the season. Really excited to get everything going. Like I said, conditions wise, we got a south wind coming, so I can slip into the finger spot. The only thing that does suck is it's like already almost 50 degrees. It's decently warm. It's supposed to be, I believe, 60 something with that rain coming. So if it's warm, hopefully we have decent pressure and gets the deer up on their feet and cruising. If they're cruising, they always go past the finger. So hopefully we get a little bit of a luck, and hopefully we can get some meat in the freezer. Probably not going to pass does, and hopefully we see a decent buck now that we're gun hunting. Hopefully we see something. We need loins, we need meat. So, I don't know. I'm excited. I got a little over an hour probably to set up and to be able to get into my stand. So, gonna go get the saddle on and hopefully go get in the spot and get a deer at daybreak. So here's the good luck, wishing well, and hopefully everybody has a good, safe season this year. So let's get going.
Well, gunshots are still ringing off. We're almost 8 o'clock. Opening day. Today's a Saturday, so kind of what I expected. Still haven't seen nothing yet, but if anything comes out in this field, anywhere around me, I can shoot. If I can see it, I can shoot it. So, yeah, let's have some fun. Well, just seen my first deer. Well, I just seen my first deer. About 200 yards out, there was a racked buck. I mean, he was. Oh, that's him right there. He's coming this way. All right, we've got venison. After how hard this year has been for me, I'm going to take any opportunity I can get. So how all this happened is actually kind of hilarious. So I got down to put up a camera. There's the camera, so that way I could see everything. The wife's got stuff to do today, so I was gonna climb down and get home so me and the boys can go hang out. Well, we come back and I get the camera hung up, and then on the other side of the field, see all the grass on the other side? It's another section of the hayfield. There's a deer skirt in that other section of the hayfield. I don't know if he was in the hayfield or just walking, down the high part of the fence row, but he walked down that. That's when I grunted at him. That's when he was back over here. So I grunted at him, and when he came out, obviously you can see on the video, he came out over there. He heard that grunt from over 200 yards, turned around, and came directly to me. So, yeah, crazy. I am absolutely thankful right now. I have had 0 venison in the freezer for like 2 months. And to be able to shoot them right here is, I'm happy. I'm as happy as can be right now. Got venison, got meat in the freezer. Gonna have to go get him. He's rutting, so he was on his feet a little bit longer than what I'd like him to be, but I don't know. We got ourselves a deer, so I'm going to give it a couple more minutes and then pack up and figure out either which direction of travel I'm dragging him, and might have to see if the the landowner let me use they got a side-by-side like a gator. So we got meat. I'd like to follow the track job on this one at least a little bit, because it's my first time. Like, I've tracked very little deer with the 350, but it's my first time using these bullets, and supposedly they actually leave blood trails, so I guess we'll see. I'm excited. Shoot, maybe I can get the boys to come out. I don't know. I'm excited to have me some venison, though. I am excited. So, alright, I'm gonna shut up and figure out what I'm doing. Whether I'm gonna get down and pack up and go look, or sit for a couple more minutes. So, The wife texted. I sent her a message and said I just shot a buck. She put yes. She's been telling me we need venison for weeks now. So nope. I'm excited that she's excited. So we'll well, I guess we'll get to looking, having some fun. We've got a deer down. Well, here he is. So I got down to set up a trail cam. The wife's got to leave at 11. You know, it was getting that time. I was starting to get a little hungry, whatever. I was going to leave, and I got down, got the cell cam put up, looked over, and on the other side of the field's got a railroad broke up in the center. On the other side of the field, there was a buck cruising. So I ended up going, oh no. Got back up into the saddle, and when I got back up into the saddle, I could see him going. He was about 200 yards out. I could see him going. So I grunted at him a handful of times, and I thought that he was, you know, gone and out of my life. And then turned out that I ended up spinning him around at about 250 yards, and he came running in. So I shot him at about 30 yards, put a beautiful shot on him. I mean, couldn't ask for anything better. Got a brand new gun from yesterday. It's that 350 Legend, and I'm excited. After missing 4 deer with a bow, I was not gonna pass up venison on this one. Usually I shoot about 4 or 5, and my 4 or 5 with 2 grown boys don't ain't going as far as what they used to be. So nope. I ended up thinking I'm gonna need about 7 this year, so I'm excited. This is my first one of the year, and he looks like he's a little bit of a fighter. He's got broken main beam here. He's got a wound right here in his head. So yeah, I'm gonna go take him up to the car club buck pole, and after that I'm gonna get him skinned out. It's supposed to rain here in a little bit, so it's getting pretty warm. But deer 1, opening day of season. Next up is Max. We'll see what Max can do tonight. So let's get to it. Gotta look right here. Look at the green dot. Alright, so it's opening day, November 15th. Doing an evening sit. Max has a mentored youth program, or mentored youth hunt tag. So he is allowed any deer he wants, buck, doe. He doesn't have to follow antler point restrictions. I mean, all the stuff. So I am hoping Max finds a deer he wants to shoot, and we are good to go. So wind this morning was coming hard out of the east. Well, it flipped, and now it's coming hard out of the west. So I'm hoping that with the high wind that there's deer sitting in the pines here. We're at the infamous pine spot.
This has been passed on by generations. This spot has.
And he does have muffs. So
It's on safety, right?
yep. Yep. So we're gonna kick back, relax, and hopefully a deer comes in. We got a little bit to go, so we will
So get the call.
we're not gonna start calling yet.
No, I want to show them it's the call.
You wanna show them the call?
This is what it is. The call. This is what different. Daddy, how do you?
The other way. But don't blow into it. It's this way. Don't blow into it. So yep. Yep. This grunt tube was actually given to me from my dad This is Grandpa Baby's. And this is the tube that I used to call that buck in this morning. That's an old grunt tube.
We were unprepared when this buck started coming through.
So
He ended up coming by so fast that we struggled to get the camera ready, the gun ready, and Max ready in order to get a shot.
Alright, Max wants to do some grunting, so we'll see what happens. Alright, so it's Tuesday, November 18th. Heading out, doing an evening sit before I gotta go to work. Today's the last day. It's actually gonna be cold. It's supposed to be like 37 degrees, I think, right now. And then after this, it gets up into the mid 40s. So if they're gonna feed in the field, it's gonna be today. We got an east wind. I'm gonna go and try to sit almost where I missed them 2 deer during bow season, so I'll be able to see both sides of the field and be able to shoot both sides of the field with the 350. So I don't know. Hopefully we can get into the spot and be able to do decent. So I'll get there and we'll see if we see something heading on our way out. All right, so I slipped in. I got a wind hitting me directly in the face here. It's very little. I can overlook both fields. The blind is the landowner's kid, and he's not in here. I'm the only one hunting today, so yeah, that is the game plan. We're overlooking 2 fields, and if they come out of the pines, I can get them. So hopefully everything goes well. That deer wasn't even out of the pines that had me picked off. I'm behind 2 trees. This spot's never been set before. Never been hunted. Not all season. Ridiculous. 2 down. Thought I wasn't gonna get any. Just smoke 2. I know that far one I wasn't able to see too well, but I dropped her and then it came out and one stood right here. It's 2.
All right, here they are. I got to kind of rush this. Today's a Tuesday. It's about 6 o'clock right now, and I got to be at work literally in an hour. So hopefully everything goes well. I ended up shooting the doe, dropped her in the field, and then when the little one came running around, they stopped at 30 yards in front of me. So if I'm going to clean one, I'm going to clean more than one. So pretty good. We got more meat for the freezer, and I'm happy. Doing pretty good on meat right now. So still got a long season ahead of us. But all right, I'm gonna get these deer gutted and hanging and ready for ready for a weekend full of cutting up deer. So yeah. All right, so kind of messed up yesterday. I said it was November 28th. Then I checked my phone, and today's actually November 28th. So today's Black Friday, November 28th. I'm heading out. Yesterday, a deer came into the field right at like 4 o'clock, 4:05-ish. I'm not going to sit the same spot that I was. I just got picked off too many times, but I am going to play it a little bit smarter. I'm going to sit back and over a little bit more. I also brought a chair this time. So we're living the fancy life. So yeah. So we're going to head out. Hopefully one of them big does come back in. I did have a picture of a buck at about noon, but it was just like a little spike. So, they are on their feet and on the move. Hopefully this goes good. It is colder today. What it was yesterday, it was like 35 yesterday. It's like 30, 32 today. And then obviously getting colder. The wind, it was 22 mile an hour wind yesterday, or 20, yeah, I think it was 22. And then at dark, it's supposed to be like 14 today. So definitely it's colder, a lot better conditions today. I really expect them to be up on their feet and moving. And hopefully I'm there to capitalize. So I'm going to get ready, get situated, and hopefully everything works out. We need some more venison. I got the rest of this weekend to hunt. And then next weekend, I'm actually hunting with Alec. So I don't know if I'm heading north or heading over by his house. So I don't know, I'm pumped up and I'm excited. But task at hand, let's get on this hunt and hopefully everything goes well. There's 2-3 deer already in the field. Yeah. Might have to just set the field. Might not be able to make it over there. The thing about it is I don't know how I'm gonna get set up with the camera arm and everything else, so we might just have to shoot this one. I don't know. I've got my I don't have my tripod with me. I've got my I got my big camera arm. I mean, I might be able to double back and go get it. That might be an option. We might try that. Make sure they're still in the field. Yeah, they're still in the field eating. All right, I'm gonna double back, go grab my tripod and come back. So give me a minute.
I snuck up to these round bales. They got like 10, 12 round bales in a row. If the deer come out where they were, if they go back out over there, I can walk down and shoot from there. If they go back that way, I can walk down and shoot from there. So. She's windy and snowing. Put one down for the good guys. We still got 2 little ones out here. We'll see if a mom or somebody comes out. But shot looked great on video, so I'm pumped. Got some more meat. Yeah. I gotta thank the landowner for putting out the round bales. I tell you what, that doe is at about 150 yards. And at 150, using a round bale as a rest is, oh my gosh. Nice, steady, good. Looked like the shot was right behind the shoulder. I mean, just beautiful. So, them 2 deer still haven't left yet. I don't want to clean another one. So, we'll wait and see if a mature doe comes out, but I don't know. I don't know, we'll see. They got a death wish. They're walking to me right now. So, either or. We got some more meat for the freezer. Yeah. There was one buck in that group, and I had to make sure that I wasn't looking at the buck, but I had a spike on him, about a 7-8 inch spike. So I'm gonna kick back, relax, see if another deer comes back into the field, but I don't think that doe's gonna run far. That shot looked good. Shot looked real good. So maybe I'll go check the other side and see if anything came out in that field. But we're cleaning deer tonight. Well, here she is. Got a good doe down. I came out, I was gonna sit where I was last time, and came out at like 3:30, and there was already like 7 deer in the field. Um, so I can honestly say I made this one happen. So had a bunch of deer in the field. Well, something ended up pushing them. I figured it was a buck, but something ended up pushing them. Well, kind of like what I was talking about, when they come out of the pines, they come out on this side, they get bumped, they come back out on the close side. Well, same exact thing happens over here too. When they come out from the pines, they get bumped this way, they come in through this field, they pop out the other field. So I ended up coming back. They left the north field. I doubled back through, went into down here by the finger where I shot the buck. I mean, I shot that buck 50 yards away, and just a good travel route back and forth for them. I knew they were gonna pop out, just a matter of when. Luckily, the landowner put all them round bales right there, and I was able to have a steady rest. I mean, beautiful shot, beautiful blood trail. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better hunt, and it's definitely something where if I was sitting in one spot, I would have never made it happen. But being able to have everything and have everything with me, and be able to get a doe on the ground and feed the family. So, nope, I'm excited, I'm happy. I'm happy. Got a little bit more venison for the freezer, got a good doe. I'd like to get this one cut up and then get the rest of the deer from before cut up. I ended up working 65 hours. After I shot them 2 deer that week, I worked 65 hours, so I ended up just throwing the deer in the freezer, and I'm thawing out venison and cutting it up and packaging it as we go. So this will be a good addition to everything. I'm hoping next weekend's gonna be pretty decent. I'm going over to Alex's, or we're going north. So if everything goes well, we'll get a handful more of these on the ground and be able to eat some food. So happy everything happened, and feel really blessed to be able to do this, to be able to come out here and hunt. Especially, you know, the landowners treat me like family. My family knows that, hey, we eat venison, we gotta have time to go get venison, and you know, I'm just truly blessed and feel like I'm living the best life I can. So we're gonna let the work begin, and I guess it's time to go get the truck. So all right, I'll go get this one cut up, and we'll move on to the next one. All right, so here is the situation of it all. It is December 5th. It's the opening day of muzzleloader season. I was going to go over to Alex's tomorrow, was the game plan. Took a couple PTO days off, was going to have a long weekend, go over to Alex's, shoot a bunch of deer. They got a bunch of deer on their fields right now. But last night, Max ended up getting sick and continued to get sick. Carly took him to the doctors today, and he has strep. So poor little guy. So what the plan is I am going to hunt local. Carly still is pushing me to hunt. I asked her, hey, if I go over to Alex's, this was before this, if I go over to Alex's and shoot 4 deer, can I retire for the year? She said, how many would that put you at? And I said, 8. And she's like, well, the one year you got like 10. You gotta get more than that. That girl likes her venison. So, but anyways, yeah. So Max has got strep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fulfill fatherly, husbandly duties while Max is sick. And also I'm going to hunt local. So that is the game plan. So I'm out here at the lease, out here at the hayfield. I drove past the neighbor's field. There's 5 or 6 deer out in the field already. I seen 2 behind the house, so they are up on their feet and they are moving. It was 6 degrees this morning, and we got a little bit of a wind, but I expect them to be inside them pines for thermal cover. So, yeah, let's get out there and get to hunting. So, we're gonna make the most out of this weekend. Maybe do a little bit of public land hunting. Got to try to find a buck before the end of season. So, let's wing it and figure out what we're gonna do. Well, it's December 6th. Getting out here late with Max having strep. We're hanging out with Max, watching Max, make sure he's okay. So it's 4 o'clock. It gets dark at 5:30. So I'm going to make this really quick. Hopefully we see something. Basically going to do the exact same thing as yesterday. I'm probably going to go sit the round bales. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. We got a decent west wind right now, so I might be able to get away with going and sit in the center woods. Last night a deer came out of the pines, ran into the center woods, and then literally ran back. I'm curious if they're sitting on that bean field over at the neighbors. Now that we've got snow, they're not really going to greens. I'm curious if they're sitting over at the bean field, so I don't know. I guess I got a choice to make when I get out here. So we will see. Let's go have some fun, and Shirley beats sitting on the couch, so let's have some fun. So that one jumped up, went back over there. There was another one bedded about in the center right there, so they're hanging out close to the food source, which would be the field. So I've got a tree stand up actually right over here to the side. I'm gonna see if I can climb up in that, and if they're coming to the field, I can at least shoot them out of the backfield when they come through. I just gotta make sure either, I don't know if I have my camera arm on me. I got my tripod, but I don't know, we'll see. Let's have a little bit of fun. Yep. They moved from the pines and using the field. Now there's snow. All right, I'm gonna check to see if we got a camera arm because my tree stands right there. So, all right, let's see what we can do. It's a buck. I haven't even been in the stand for 5 minutes. That was a weird looking buck. He had like two on one side and like a weird drop on the other, and it came out. But
All right. So, obviously, as you can see, we shot 3, but we only got 2. I think the first deer, the shot was actually back a little bit. So, with the shot being back, we're going to... I already called the dog, and we're going to go track it in the morning and should be able to find it. Just it didn't open up with any blood whatsoever. But, yeah, so this one was... So, shot deer 1, that's one we got to go track. This one's deer 2. That one only ran probably about 50 yards. And then deer 3, I kind of pulled it a little bit. And after that, I dropped her in the track. So, all good. We got some venison, some more meat. And these are pretty stout does, so. You're scared out here? That's Lukey. Lukey, you scared? Did Daddy shoot deer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I am scared of the spout.
Yeah. Okay, you can go in. So. There's raccoons in the dark. So. All right, I'm going to start the process. We're gonna start getting to work, but good does and more meat for the freezer. So now the work begins. All right, so it's December 7th. I shot the deer last night. I didn't really do too good of a exit finding the deer, the blood trails or nothing, just because, I mean, 3 deer is a lot of deer to find. So but anyway, so reviewing the footage, we think that deer number 1 was possibly shot back. I didn't like the way that she acted after she got shot. I'm hoping that it's a decent enough hit that I can grid search and find her. We found absolutely 0 blood, no hair, no blood, no nothing last night. So we searched for probably 1.5 to 2 hours last night. But I didn't want to, if she's dead, either, you know, in the center woods or something like that, I just didn't want to push her. That's the biggest thing is, you know, just let it lie, it'll die. This property does have a coyote problem, so hopefully that's not going to be an issue. But, oh, we'll see. We'll see. Get out there and get to searching. Yeah, I don't know what to think. But yeah, I found deer 2. Deer 2 was, I mean, beautiful shot right behind the shoulder. That one died in probably 50, 60 yards. And then deer 3, I ended up shooting it the second time and dropped it right there. So those two are good. Those 2 are the first ones. One of them's quartered up and thrown in the freezer for right now, and then the other one's hanging. So I need to get more hanging spots on my in my garage. But hello, let's figure out what's going on. Hopefully we find her. I don't like losing deer. I don't like, you know, wounding them and having them run off and suffer. It hurts more bow hunting than gun hunting, I guess. But it still just downright hurts. I mean, I don't know. But I'm going to quit yapping and get to looking. So here's the grid searching. Well, just spent the last 2 hours or so searching, so I mean, got 3-4 hours into looking for this deer. Just grid searched the property, and there's no sign. There was no blood after impact. I mean, I don't know. So definitely sucks. So I guess the game plan is I'm going to go home, start cutting up the 2 deer, hopefully get done with 1.5 or so at least today, and then hopefully get done with the rest of the next one tomorrow morning. And then after that's all done, what I'd like to do is I would like to go out hunting again. So So today's Sunday. I actually took off 2 days to go over hang out with Alex. Max got strep. So I stayed home. So I've got Sunday night and Monday night off, which is my Monday, Tuesday. So if I can get out hunting tomorrow, that'd be good. Got some public land I want to check out. Supposedly has a bunch of deer, so I'll have to get these deer cut up and thrown in the freezer and start working on the next ones. I'm actually to the point to where this will be deer 5 and 6, so if I can get these two in the freezer, I'm getting closer to my goal of that, 8-ish number. I would like to do a deer into sausage. I haven't made my sausage in so long. I mean, it's been a long time. That's kind of my post-deer season, if I get enough. That's kind of my little happiness goal to myself. So we're closing in. We've got a long season ahead of us. We can hunt, got till, I believe it's December 15th. I'll have to check, but I shoot bucks or does till December 15th. And after that, it's doe season with a gun until the 31st. I can also shoot deer with a bow, buck or doe till the 31st. And after that, we got extended late doe season, which would be the 2nd through, I think it's the 11th. But on top of that too, you got your urban deer reduction zone stuff to where I can shoot buck or doe with a bow until February. So yeah, a lot of season ahead of us. So we will see. But all right, I'm gonna go home, get some coffee in me, and start to cutting. So hopefully tomorrow we can be able to get out and get back out hunting and I don't know, get some more venison. So catch you later. Keep going, bud. It's December 26th. We just got out. Sitting where I got picked off a couple times. But hopefully we're sitting still enough we can do this. Last time they came out on the back half of the field. So if they come out on the back half, we're good. Max actually wanted to hunt. So he still got his mentored youth tag. So if a doe comes out, anything bald, we're good to go, right? Anything bald. All right. So.
Except for a fawn. A fawn. If it doesn't have dots, then we can shoot it. If it has dots, then we can't shoot it.
Okay. Dots.
Dots.
I full expected to shoot a little deer tonight. Hey, too loud. Alright, we're gonna be quiet until a little after 4 right now. They should be in the field in the next hour or so. We're gonna sit down, relax, and see if we get any deer in.
If you see my cheeks are like this color,
Yep.
it's like freezing.
Alright, ready? We're gonna sit down.
That's something snap back there.
Yeah.
So they could be behind us.
How old are you, Max?
6,
6.
6, 7. Your mom's
Alright.
Kids are gonna love this.
Okay. We'll see what happens. Alright, so here's the situation.
It is 4:40 right now. It's December 31st. I've only got less than an hour. It gets dark at 5:40. I decided that I was going to attempt to hunt today. Got a hard west wind, but on the way here, I seen a couple deer working their way, moving around a bunch. So, I don't know. We're gonna try winging it. I've only got about 11 days left with the extended season. Still trying to get that sausage deer. So, I don't know. Either way, it's about 7 degrees. It's snowing. It's windy. It's cold. They're gonna move. Today's a good day to move. Oh, we'll see what happens. Here's to a winging it hunt. Probably gonna have to stock up on something. But other than that, we're gonna ring in the new year. I'll probably be sleeping by 9 o'clock. I don't watch the ball drop anymore. But all right, I'm gonna be quiet and hopefully have a good hunt. The wife said I can't come back home unless I shoot a deer. No, it was I can't eat dinner. I can't eat spaghetti unless I shoot a deer. So we're gonna shoot a deer. All right, it's like 15 minutes before dark. Decided to take a little stroll, see if there's deer in the back half part of the field. If there was deer feeding in the field, they should be really close to food right now, bedding wise. So if there was gonna be deer in the field, they would have been here. Got about 15 minutes left, so I'm gonna scan the field and see what I can see.
As light began to fade, I decided that I was going to pass on these two deer. It was one of the things where, yeah, I could have taken a shot. Yeah, I could have more than likely made the shot, but it was just one of the things, though, that I've had a pretty successful season. You know, unfortunately, I did not get anything during archery season, which is really heartbreaking for me. But it's also one of the things of I did fill a lot of tags during the firearm season. I got to take Max, my oldest boy, out hunting a few times, and he was in the driver's seat. Me and Max had a lot of fun out there just hanging out, father and son. And to me, I think hunting's more about that, spending time with the family and spending time outdoors. And like I said, I accomplished the putting food on the table portion of it. So to me, I didn't have to shoot another one. Um, and that's just how it goes. It is what it is. I'm pretty happy and pretty stoked about the season. I feel it was a successful season, especially with how it ended, and really looking forward to next year. So that is the end of the 2025 deer season for me. And now we're on to turkeys and bow fishing. So we'll see how this goes through, and hopefully I'll catch you next time on BB Outdoors.